One of the questions I routinely get asked by entrepreneurs is, am I ready to hire my first high-performing salesperson? That's a great question. It's also a really tough one because the honest answer is we don't know. I mean, it's almost impossible to know what the perfect time is to hire that first salesperson and really get your business scaling. But there's a way to think about this, and I love this question because it's tough and because there's a lot of different angles to it. One of the things I like to do is sit entrepreneurs down in a cafe, get them a cup of coffee, and do a little role play. And it's mostly a snarky role play, but here's what it looks like. I say to the entrepreneur, imagine that I'm a high-performing salesperson and you found my resume or we somehow networked together and now we're in our interview and you're interviewing me. Here's what that should really look like, and here's how you'll know whether you should hire me. If I'm truly a high-performing salesperson, I'm gonna sit down in that interaction and I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. And you need to be able to answer most, if not all, of these questions. Here we go. I'll say something to you like, so as I'm evaluating this opportunity and seeing whether I could really be a good asset for you, could I get the 5 last proposals that were successful for you and your company? Could you give me the 5 most recent lost proposals? Could you give me the list of 12 or 14 objections that you routinely have to get over in the sales process, the clarifying questions for those objections, and the responses to those objections? Could you give me the list of qualifying questions that you ask in the sales process in priority order? Could you also give me the main steps of the process and the tools you use once you've closed the business to delight clients? You see where I'm going. There's lots of questions here that a high-performing salesperson is going to have answers to. Why? Because he or she will then take all those answers, make them their own, make them my own, and go out and get customers. That is absolutely key. Most entrepreneurs, when you ask them these questions, they've got some of them, but they don't have a lot of them. What I say to entrepreneurs is, you know when you're ready to hire the first salesperson if you've got most or all of those questions answered, because then you can hand that sales model to a high performer and he or she will go kill it for you.